Are you hoping just for more accessibility? Because I know in some of the, things I've heard you talk about, you're talking about maybe people who are in private hospitals, maybe in hospitals, do you know what I mean, who maybe
Yeah, yeah.
are treating different population bases. Like this would
Hmm.
be more accessible way to assist people with overactive bladder.
I'll go back to like the origin story. So I was a fellow in big UCLA program in Southern California, and we would rotate on the fellowship, week. And we'd do like one day on Mondays, I'd go to this hospital that Ronald Reagan used to go to, where it was all private insurance and really, everything was top notch and available. The next day, Tuesdays, I would go to this big Kaiser in Los Angeles that had everything covered. And we would place these sacral neurostimulators in that, and I would see how well it worked. And it was the great therapy, helped a lot of people. And then the next day, for a year, every Wednesday, I'd go to the LA County Hospital, which was for uninsured, mainly Spanish speaking population. We didn't have any extras. PT wasn't available for overactive bladder. Tibial nerve or implanted nerve stim was not obviously covered. They were like $15,000 just for the device. That wasn't available. And so those patients had no option really other than the medications. And so that was kind of the concept of, gosh, why can't we just have a more adoptable, affordable neuromodulation option? And because we're Urogyne, we work with prolapse all the time. So we're so familiar with pessaries, right? So it just seemed, hey, if somebody can electrify this and figure out how to treat these nerves, that'll be great. But I was in training. I came back home to the Bay Area, moved to San Francisco, had kids, didn't think about it, but it was the same problem. Even when the sacral nerve stimulation was available, people didn't always want to do it. And then one day I looked at my iPhone and I thought, oh, if they can do this, there's no way they can't figure out how to just control a little ring, right? With, miniaturization and the software available at the time. And so that's when we sort of started this path. So I do think that neuromodulation is a great therapy, and that sacral nerve stimulation as the gold standard for OAB for 25 years, it really has only been used in 1% of people with OAB in the Western world. Like the countries that have it available, only 1% of people in 25 years with OAB, men and women, have been treated with it because it is expensive and it's hard to access. A lot of urologists don't do it. There are entire parts of states where there isn't a urologist that places these. And so it's not only just affordable, but, a little harder to access. So we just want to treat more people, with the same healthcare dollars, basically.